You are now tuned to BS3 Network.
All right. Welcome back to another episode of the Fourcast. It is the two-cast, or yeah, divided by two. Glad to be back on the show tonight, and man, continue to kick your prayers up for Doc. He's doing well. Should be back soon. You know, just dealing with family. Sometimes family calls and you got to be there, especially as the man of your house. You know, you got to be there when it's needed. So, but we're back again with another episode. Tonight's episode, The Perfect Neighbor. Man, this has been getting a ton of buzz all over social media. One of those documentaries that I don't necessarily want to say is good because, you know, somebody died. So it was riveting. It was very eye-opening, and I think it continues to shed light on the issues we have in this country. So, like you always say, A-Trap, this was a microcosm of this country and the things that we continue to see every day. So, glad to be back. A-Trap, good to see you. How you doing?
I'm good, man. This would have been a great one for all four of us, but we're gonna make the best of it, man. I think me and you we're gonna murder.
Yeah, definitely. So The Perfect Neighbor is available on Netflix. And as we get into some initial thoughts, this was all body cam footage, which they're able to tell the story without someone else's opinion, which they did have other people's opinions, neighbors and people that live nearby. But they were able to tell this story strictly by body cam and by footage. And so give me your initial thoughts on this.
This was a very unique perspective in regards to a documentary when you see it from the perspective of police, which means there is no augmentation of the data that we're seeing. Yeah, of course they cut it down and things of that nature, but there is no fake. There is no
right.
Well, this isn't my perspective. You saw the genuine interaction of a community. You saw the genuine interaction of the police, and you saw whereas you have some people who are living, breathing canker sores in society today. And as you stated in the intro, this is why we are where we are today in these United States of America.
Yeah. And you know, my wife didn't want to watch this with me because she was like, "I'm gonna be angry if I watch this." So I watched this by myself. You hear all the buzz, but I wanted to see the story. I wanted to see the documentary just to to give it a chance, see what it's about. And I think it was done very well because there was no way to, well, she didn't mean it that way, or he didn't say that, or did he say it, or didn't he say it? I mean, and it had everybody in that neighborhood pretty much involved. So just to give the plot of it, Doc would normally do that, but just to give you the plot, a 2025 documentary directed by Geeta Gandbhir, exploring the tragic killing of Ajike Owens and the implications of stand your ground laws in America. It's a Black mother of 4, and she was murdered by Susan Lorincz, who was her neighbor, actually across the street neighbor. And this was in Ocala, Florida. This was June 2023. So, I think it takes quite a bit of time, for documentaries to come out. And I think because the verdict just happened, last couple months ago, actually. What was that? I think I got it down.
Yeah, that was September.
So, you got to make sure everything is all put out there before you're able to release this. But it did an excellent job telling the story. It's a tough story to watch because somebody's life was lost, and she had 4 kids. So this is just something that you don't want to see. And I think probably for the first time, give me your thoughts on this. The first time we've seen body cam footage to the benefit of the victim and not normal. Normally it's like, what did the police officer do? We need body cam footage for that. But this was more so to prove the story and to really give the background on what happened.
This is the dictionary definition of what the body cam was intended for.
Right.
This is why, hey man, we're not gonna let you get away with foolishness because we got documentation, live documentation of what happened. So so let police officer rogue what police officers won't get away with, or rogue citizens, because you have people who, because of the police have this checkered background at this point, they'll play into the foolishness. Like you see what we call them Karens. You see Karens cutting up acting a fool, and
right.
We need to have this, and this was powerful. I wish your wife Erica would have watched it because not just Erica. I think we need, as a community, we need to get angry, man. We keep not wanting to be angry, but that's how we get past this, because it comes to, I'm not asking for anybody to riot in the streets, but what I am asking for us to get angry about what's going on, so hopefully we can get involved and get it resolved.
Right. That's true. Because I think that anger, if channeled correctly, can bring change. And I think that's a lot of where we are right now. People are tired of seeing what they're seeing. Hell, right now, the SNAP benefits with the government being on lockdown. So I mean, this is unprecedented times.
No, it's actually not, man. I mean, this is 100 years ago. Think about it, man. This is the precipice of what we know as the, even though it was a financial crash, but this is the precipice of life during the Great Depression.
Yeah, I think it's just more, it seems more seen. There's more opportunities to see it, and I think that's probably the difference. But yeah, you're right. I mean, it was going on. We just didn't, we weren't able to see all these things in real time. We had to wait until the news came on.
Yeah,
today, the news is 24/7. It's called social media. Get your phone out. That's news at this point.
And you know what, man? I remember the inception of CNN. It was laughable. 24-hour news. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
who wants to watch
that
24 hours a day?
Right.
And then the girl fell in a well. And the whole world started paying attention. Everything changed.
Yeah.
I'll never forget that, man. She was in a hole in the ground. And everybody was like, damn. And she was in there for a couple of days, I think. And everybody was like, oh my God. Oh my God. And ever since then, it's been a slippery slope.
Right. And then it became, clickbait. It's become whatever the hot story is, whatever you can make a hot story that's not necessarily a hot story. I mean, the times have changed as far as the type of content that we see.
Yeah.
So Susan, the neighbor, the first thing, and I'm glad they put the dates. You know, they did a chronological when these things happened leading up to. And so February 25th, 2022, there was an issue with a sign, and she said that she threw the sign. And my first question, man, how many Susans are there in America? Which you probably can't even count. There's probably one every block, 1 to 2 a block.
Yeah. I mean, that, you know, we've spoken about how segregated Chicago is. That's one of the one bonuses of being segregated. You don't have a Susan on your block.
Right.
That's one benefit of not having Susans and Karens in the world.
Right.
You know, because I didn't grow up like I've seen this and shout out, you know, see when you see these things, you go, man, see that's, you know, you don't harken back to experience. Shout out to this lady, man. I don't even know if he'll let me know if he don't want me to tell you that, don't say it again. But one night, man, we were on our way home from the basketball court, man. And the police grabbed Big Illinois for nothing and took him to a would-be Susan. And she said, no, that's not him.
Wow.
So big ups to her, man.
Man. Round of applause for her, man. Because that could have went south real easy.
Man.
We talking about like Emmett Till style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he could get out of the penitentiary tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know, but she said, no, I told you it wasn't him. Look, they came and got Big Illinois 3 separate times, bro.
3 separate times and brought him to the same lady?
Yep. 2000 North, 1600 North. And then when we get to 1600 North, we were at 600 West. We live 400 West. They picked him up again at 500 West at the game room. He on the game, and we were talking, and then they came in and got him off the video game.
Wow.
So yeah, man.
Yeah.
So this is something, man. It's just, and people, you know, people like they want to act as if this is the problem with a single issue voter. We have a multitude of problems, right? But we don't want to. We only vote and participate in one at a time. We don't want domestic violence against women. Oh, I'm against domestic violence against women. Or my favorite, I'm pro-life. You are? Yeah, that's why I'm a Republican. So what part of pro-life stops you from funding LBGYN clinics in the state of Georgia and its whole counties without them?
Yeah.
Why is the black female birth mortation what is it?
Mortality.
Death, yeah, high and extremely high in Georgia. Right. Well, in the black community, 90 something percent. Yeah. So why ain't you getting funding behind that? You pro-life, why are you letting people go hungry now?
Yeah.
You know, a buddy of mine, me and him had a conversation. He's trying to convince me it's the Democrats. It's the Democrats. And Chicago needs to have military force in the street. And he brought up SNAP benefits. I say, dog, just allow me to be ignorant. But you pro this and pro that. But look at some of the stuff that we're dealing with, man. And SNAP benefits. Everybody see SNAP benefits. Poor people scamming, right? But guess who else they kicked off SNAP? They trying to kick off SNAP benefits. Me and you have a child today. And 13 and 15 years, when our child is a sophomore in high school, they want to kick our child off SNAP.
Yeah.
He's still at my house, though.
Right.
Oh, by the way, hey, man, I'm a Marine. Thank you for your service. But you are homeless and you can't get SNAP benefits.
Yeah. Right. It affects more people than we just think. The single mother. That's immediately where people's mind goes. Mm-hmm. But this is affecting the elderly. This is affecting the Meals on Wheels program and all these different things. Mm-hmm. And so it's not just a small group of people, and I think that's how we equate what's going on. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So yeah,
So
man. But back to the body cam. The body cam, at least, hopefully, will administer what is it called? Empathy. Because you can't bring about change without empathy.
yeah,
See, I could,
that's right.
don't get me wrong, man. I'm on the Kamala Harris side of the game, the anti-Trump side of the game. But if I don't have the empathy for those farmers losing their farms, 5 generations, man.
Yeah.
It's a lot of people, and that's what they get. No, man, that's not what you get.
Yeah.
You don't deserve to lose a lifetime of things because you were uninformed.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
misinformed.
And I think the hardest part is he was in there for 4 years. You've seen what he did then. I don't get how you can vote for that same person again when he said he was going to do what he said he was going to do. And I mean, they like mowing through this plan. We're not even through the first year. We almost there, but we're not even through the first year yet. So I think part of it is informed. I think part of it is just blindly going with what you've done before, which I think we're all guilty of that.
Yeah, man. I mean, ignorance is a 1988. It takes a nation of millions to hold us back. Flavor Flav said ignorance is at an all-time high. Who knew it was going to come 38 years later? We were going to see it in action 38 years later.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I mean, dude, this country, I stated this today on my program right before this. I was talking about young Black people because I was giving out statistics that said that all that these young dudes need to stop, because, one of the statistics I gave out was 6,400,000 people got arrested in 2019, and 4 million of them were white.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, when you look at the SNAP benefits, the leading group of people are whites that are leading the number in SNAP benefits. So don't say, oh, that's the inner city Black moms that are dealing with that.
That's the people, man. We again have some empathy for that inner city Black mom that potentially made some horrible decisions.
Yeah,
that don't mean
we all do.
Right. That don't mean she don't need help.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Stop telling me you love Jesus, you love the Lord, you love Allah, you love Jehovah Jireh, and you love all these people. You love Israel, but you don't want to help people.
You don't want to help the people in your own backyard. You don't want to help the people down the street that's living under the bridge. But you want to say, I love Israel. You ain't even stepped foot in Israel. You don't even know where Israel is.
Floyd Mayweather. Oops. Did I say that?
Hey, and a parallel, one of our favorite artists, Don Tripp, the song he has about his mom. He's like, yeah, y'all, my mom was struggling, and y'all looked at her sideways, and now since I'm making it, now you want to ask me for a favor. You want me to give you a handout.
My mama's revenge.
My mama's revenge. Yeah.
Man, say that's family for you. Family love to see other families struggle.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man.
If y'all haven't, Don Tripp and Starlito, Step Brothers, they got a Step Brothers 4 that's out. Hey, go check him out, man. He's coming out with music like
every month.
Every month he dropping something. Like Bodie James. I don't know if y'all know who Bodie James is, but every month he dropping something. But so that was a comment. Let's get back to Perfect Neighbor. It's available on Netflix. It's top 10. At one point, it was the number 1, and now I think it's about top 10. But there was a comment that she made, and as soon as she said this, I was like, all right, that she is the racist person on the block. And she said, "Is there anything I can do with these people?" And I immediately was like, "What you mean these people?
What you mean?
Like they live here, they live here just like you do."
Yeah,
But this,
they these people.
I'm
And
like,
then
what the hate? Like the hate that it takes for you to have. They didn't say how many times she called the police, but I'm sure it was in the teens of the amount of times.
look, this is the thing. You know what? If I sound sexist, allow me to apologize. But I don't think people will take this in a sexist way. But we live in the United States of America where people don't participate in thinking; they just group think. This is why people. This is why young men in the United States of America, well, we need to continue to make peace with the people who we procreate with.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you watch the very beginning of this, she had all the sass in the world for us, the black cop and the white lady cop.
Mm-hmm.
But when those men walked up, she folded.
Her tone went down real quick.
Yeah, so she had all the respect in the world for men and not women. So men out there, if you get a chance to watch this, watch how your family can be taken advantage of. Something else I noticed at the very beginning of this, it debunked all that white people this and black people that, because you had interracial, you had old white men, white dude, the old white dude, like, man, kids, I tell them to go play over there.
Right, exactly.
Racial hierarchy thing is only created by the people in DC, the people and behind these desks who raking in all this money, who getting paid off this, because you had black kids playing with white kids, playing with Latino kids. You had white men sticking up for black kids, co-signing for black women. You had white women sticking up for black kids and their kids. Dog, this is what America really is versus the America that they show us, like the statistics I gave on my program today. Right. That was the first thing in my mind. I'm like, see, this is why men need to stop having babies by women that they don't want to be bothered with, because your child is in jeopardy just because I just want to hit it. I want to hit it. No, bro. Then that's
a lifelong. That's lifelong consequences. We talking about lifelong consequences.
Exactly, man. Thank you, Ben. You took the words out of my mouth, brother. Because people, I got 18 years. No. You got to deal with that joker forever.
There's times a few years ago, I'm calling my parents like, "Hey, we in this situation. Loan us a couple of dollars." I mean, it's not like you're done. You're not done at 18. This is a commitment to the end. So you die.
Man, I was making a boatload of money when my mama died, and she died. She passed away, and I owe her now. We were at the store one day. And I think I'm only spend like $4,500 on my debit card. Yeah. She just gave me the $900. I was like, and I never paid her back. Every time I think about my mom, I go, I still owe that $900.
You still owe that money. And what that displayed, what we're talking about, was unity and community. Mm-hmm. Like this was everybody coming together. Mm-hmm. And to fast forward, the minute she got shot, the whole community was like, "Look, we need y'all here now." They flagging people down, and that neighbor, the other neighbor, I don't think they ever said what her name was, but she was willing to fight for those kids. Like that's the unity and community that we're talking about. Because I remember, growing up, the neighbor would be willing to help you out more than they would equal to their own kids, because they understand that these are kids. They understand your parents may not be here, so I'm gonna look out for you just like I would, like your parents would. And I think we act like this doesn't happen, but it still does happen. It just depends on where you are and what type of community you're in. But this was ideal.
I think it's far more. I think more people help than not, but just like the violence here in Chicago, you live down there in Dallas, you only hear about the shootings, but you don't hear about how people just busting their back helping people. You don't hear about that because that is not going to make money.
Right.
Well, man,
that's not popular.
Exactly.
It should be, though.
Man, do you know what they gonna say? Do you know Ben and H Rap? They usually do 18,000 on the forecast. They did 78,000. Film at 11. What? Nobody wants to watch that. Now, did you hear Ben say F you H Rap and go to hell? Now whole Chicago burned to the ground. Then we going viral.
Right. Exactly.
Well, exactly. They continue to push this agenda. And you got people out here who help them push the agenda, and according to them, I'm just standing up for my people. No, I'm standing up for my people in the right situation. Right. I'm not supporting no foolishness, no madness, and no chaos.
True.
And that's what. Shout out to the plus size white lady who was out there ready to rumble every time.
She was ready to scrap, and she was telling her, like, every time the cops came, she's like, these kids aren't doing anything. All they're doing is playing. And she's the one that's coming out and confronting. Mm-hmm. So I just wonder, this was a short period of time. We're talking about February 25th, 2022 till it was June 3rd, June 2nd.
Yeah. No, it was early.
June 2nd when the shooting happened. So we're talking about less than a year. So I wonder, right. I wonder how much was happening before this lady and her kids moved there, because I'm sure that's not the first time. If you're this aggressive, this is just your MO. This is who you are, and no matter who it is, I wouldn't be surprised if any of the kids she would have pulled this same thing.
Yeah, man. Look at the way she was acting, man. This lady was deranged, brother.
Yeah, I was like, it's something mental going on.
Yeah, that lady, her bacon ain't cooked, man. It was like, come on, man. Because we all had that one neighbor that was a jerk. Get off my grass. But as long as you didn't touch his grass or her grass.
Right. They wasn't coming after you. But if that basketball went over the fence, it's gone. You're not getting it back. You're never getting it back. But they were still cordial. They would still probably wave to you driving by, but they just didn't want you messing with their property. They were like, get off my lawn, old man. And she was just aggressive. And now I wish, this is the one thing I wish they had on this block, was Ring cameras, something to get that view, because that would have really sewn everything up, which, I mean, she did the crime, so it's not like it's that part. But I mean, he said and she said back and forth, and that's the value of Ring cameras. It's not that expensive. I mean, we pay, I think, $20-something a month, but it goes a long way. If something happens on your block, you'll have footage, and that footage goes a long way in court. What's up, Poetic? Thank you for tuning in. But yeah, I would encourage everybody, if you do not have a Ring camera, if you don't have it don't got to be a Ring. There's different models, but it'll definitely help in a situation like this, because she was just talking reckless. I mean, she was saying all types of stuff to the kids, right? Lying. I mean, it was just. And the ending. This is one of these documentaries again. Yeah. It's like watching a Malcolm X documentary. You know the ending. You know what happened. But you don't want to see that part happen, because it's heartbreaking.
Man, it's just, when you're looking at situations to whereas when you watch these, like you said, we know what's gonna happen. But that's why I would love if your wife, I know she watches because she support everything you do. I would love for her to watch it, because I want Erica to be angry. I want Keisha to be angry. I want Poe to be angry. I want Blue Streak to be angry. I want Golden to be angry. I want Mocha Bella, if she watching, to be angry. Anybody, any women in this country, I want y'all to get angry, because whether y'all know it or not, when y'all get angry, we get in action. So that's it's like the pedals on the bike,
Yeah.
Just all you gotta do is sit back and sit at your grandparents' house and see somebody get loud, and your grandma say, "Make all that noise," and your grandfather just look. And when he lock eyes with the man in the room, it's like, shut up, man.
Y'all sit down.
Yeah, sit down.
All you gotta do is look or say, "Hey." If we just say, "Hey," that's all you gotta say. It's, it's a wrap. But with this being called the perfect neighbor, I wanted to ask this: what is a perfect neighbor? Because her comment was, "I'm the perfect neighbor. Like I don't do anything." I'm like, "Are you serious?" So like the perfect neighbor would be the older gentleman that said, "These are kids. Let them play outside." And that's not my property. So let them play. I'll let them play here. And all of these neighbors, besides her, was really the quote unquote perfect neighbor.
Yeah. I mean, everybody understood. Look, see, that's the thing, man. Like again, the reference to my show, we always complaining the kids ain't like they used to be, but when they start making noise, be quiet. No,
right.
You can make all the noise you want to outside.
Right.
That's what outside is for, making noise. Come on, man.
Outside voice. That's what I came from.
Man, how you going? That's why, academically, I love my son's high school, but 10 minutes before the period ended, you had to be quiet. Like, this lunch, man. I ain't been. Look, if I'd have known that, I'd have transferred to my look. Go to a dumb high school, man. Go on, be dumb.
don't go to that smart one, man. Yeah. But yeah, it's a bad habit we have. When at my church, when church is over, the kids don't really have anywhere really to go, so they inside. They run around. They go outside. They run around. Sometimes if it's cold or if it's raining, they got to come inside. And the first thing we say is, "Y'all got to be quiet." I'm like, what are they supposed to do? There's not a separate area for them to go, at least not yet. So I mean, we gotta be mindful. And for her, I'm like, "You never had kids?" That was one of my questions. Like, you mean you never had kids?
Look at her.
And this is your response to the kids playing. Now, if they was throwing rocks, we used to do stuff like we used to throw eggs at people's house. If they was doing all that type of stuff, I get it. But if they just outside playing, there's no reason for you to be this upset.
We throw bricks in there. Throw a rock at the brick.
We would climb in people's houses. We was doing all types of stuff. Foolishness. Right. But these kids weren't doing foolishness, man. They was outside playing, playing football, roller skating. I mean, this is stuff that kids do. This is what they're supposed to be doing. And I salute to the officers. I'm gonna say all of them. I didn't see any of them say, "Yeah, this is the kids' fault and they shouldn't be doing this."
Right.
And they gave some wisdom, like, "Look, I know y'all out here, don't say anything to her, don't even look her way, because you already know." And the amount of times they having to keep coming out there, they're like, "Look, we already know the deal. We've been out here. All right, so just do us a favor and not even look in her direction."
Mm-hmm. And one of the cops said, "Man, I used to do that."
Right, exactly. Like, this is what we used to do. This is what we were supposed to be doing, as kids. So again, just a heartbreaking situation. One of those that you hope the ending was different. These kids losing their mom so young. She had 4 kids or has 4 kids. But it was just time after time after time. March 14th, there's a truck behind, and this was weird. Like, this is where I was like, she is mental, because she ends up driving behind this restricted area and then ended up ramming her truck at a gate. And the guy's like, "Yeah, people get stuck back here, but they just call a number on the sign. I just come and open it up." Like, her mind immediately goes to like rage, like anger management. Like,
I don't think it's anger management. I think she was literally deranged. You know how you can tell there's something wrong to this lady? Again, we all a curmudgeon on the block. That's part of the block.
Part of it. Right.
But even the curmudgeon didn't yell at children at that age. You had to be 16, 17. You had to be a teenager for the old person to be like, "Get out of here." Blah, blah, blah. But the little kids,
know better.
They'll let them. Yeah, exactly. You know better. Right. The little kids, they'll look at the little kids like, "I hate all you little kids. And in 3 years, I'm cussing y'all out. But you big jokers, it's going down tonight."
Right.
She cussing out babies, man. She cussing out 10-year-olds and 8-year-olds.
And if you look at how her house, I wish I had a picture of it, but how her house was set up, she has a gate in the front. In order for you to see, like you gotta come out the door behind out of your area to be able to see what's going on. And like you can't tell me you can't just live your life without having to come out here and bother these kids. Watch TV, like go to sleep. And this is the whole neighborhood. There was a ton of kids on this block. It wasn't like it was 4 kids. Like there was a ton of kids on this block. Their parents were there. And I appreciated how really everyone knew what the deal was. But I don't think they seen it. I don't think anybody seen it going to this extreme and how the situation ended up, escalating.
How old grouchy ass this shit going this way? Man, I mean, on my block it was Mr. Hall. Mr. Hall was the dude that you wanted to hit with a rock. Man, shut up, Mr. Hall. It was Mr. Hall. He was that grouchy, and he used to talk to his grandkids like, boy, he's like, shut up, Mr. Hall. But Mr. Hall, every once in a while he had a moment like, hey man, Mr. Hall, I just want to hit you with a rock, not a truck this week. But this lady, he was like, I wish I could fly a plane into your house. You're messing with adolescents.
Right. They're not even, their brains aren't ready to comprehend some of the stuff that you're saying and how you acting like you basically coming down to lower than their level. You're acting like an infant. You're acting like a toddler.
Did you hear what one of the kids said? We kids, why are you so mad?
Right, exactly. We just outside playing. Why are you so mad? And then I think what was powerful was one of the kids, this is after the killing happened, she ended up coming back to get some stuff. And one of the kids that was with her said, guns are very dangerous. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't know if he recognized what he was saying, but he was like, yeah, guns are very dangerous. You really shouldn't be using those. Like, yeah, you're right, kid.
Yeah,
you're right.
They kill people. Like Chris talking, guns don't kill people. Stupid motherfucker. The gun kill people.
Right. Yeah.
She's living proof.
Yeah, really. And you said it last week. What was the tagline? What was it that she said that we all hear all the time? And I feared for my life.
Feared for my life.
What does he win today, Bob? I feared for my life. And I was thinking, if I had a gun, the amount of times I feared for my life, like a ton of people would be dead. Like how many times we walked home from school, it's just you. It's that crackhead, it's that person, he wobbling around. My heart is beating out of my chest, or you're on the city bus, a bunch of stuff goes on. Like that excuse, we got to eliminate that excuse. And I'm not saying you can't fear for your life, but the fear for your life, and the first thing you think is, let me get my gun and shoot somebody.
Hey, that's why I think we got to get rid of that. Because, okay, how you fear for your life and you can't
even see what's on the other side of the door.
Exactly. That's what I was about to say. Let's go back to the age that those children are. I would take it back to when I couldn't have been no older than 8. Yes. This kid named Lonzo Craig. Well, his name was Lonzo, clearly, but we used to call him Lonzo Craig. And on the block, he's my sister's age. And Lonzo, for whatever reason, he was a scary looking dude, looked like Frankenstein, man. For real, he looked like, to this day, he looked like Frankenstein. Top 5 ugliest cats in the history of the world. But Lonzo Craig, man, for whatever reason, he used to pick on me, and he used to yell for his cousin Puffy.
Puffy was his cousin's name?
That was his name. He said, I'm gonna get Puffy to beat you up. And I was like, oh my God. What did I do though? I didn't go get a weapon. You know what I did? I went to my house.
Exactly.
Until one day, and he's like, hold it, he can't get me in there. So I went in
Right.
the house, and one day my mom was out there. He was like, Buffy. And I went in the house. I just casually went to the house. She said, "What you going to the house for? You scared of him? Get you." And man, I was so embarrassed, man. And I'm embarrassed to tell the story. Puffy ran down the street up on me, and that joker head stopped right here. I was like, "Oh, bang!"
This could be over with real quick, man. I'm sorry, Mom. I ain't scared no more. This could be over with.
After that,
Hey,
I wasn't
we
scared
used to fight. We used to fight in the street. All right, like if something went down, you had a disagreement, you fought, it was over with. Maybe you didn't like that person, you didn't deal with them or whatever, but that person didn't go to their house, get a gun, and come back and say it's over for you. I mean, it's just, and this is what she did. I love when she was in the. She was getting interrogated, and they're like, "Well, how much time do you think passed, in between the knocking on the door and in between you getting the gun and coming back and the time that you called the police?" She's like, "Well, it had to been like, 5-10 minutes or something. It was 2 minutes. You didn't call the cops plenty of times. You knew what the response time was. Okay, you had that down pretty well. But just the fact that you shooting through a door, you don't know if the kid was there." And I get it. Somebody's banging on your door. So what you would call the police, make sure your doors are locked, and wait till they come to mediate the situation. Because that's what you've done previously. That's what she's done all the way up until this point. But on this particular day, she was like, "Nah, I need to shoot through the door."
And if you were so afraid, how are you afraid brandishing a weapon?
Right.
You out here like a gangster rapper. Come on, man. Get about it.
Hold the piece like this. Sideways. Against the kill shot.
Like pulled back a moo and had a gun.
Like she whipped that moo back, had a holster. I mean, this
lady, man, I'm saying that lady with 30% R.
Yeah, and clearly there was no remorse. Like I didn't see her cry once. Now I get it. She was frightened when you make the 911 call, but after that, it was like, hey, she came at me, which you didn't even know who it was. I mean, you heard a female's voice, but you didn't know who it was. So, man, that I feared for my life is, and it doesn't even make any sense. You can't fear for your life when you have a gun. You got a gun and the other person doesn't have anything, or you don't know what they have. And in a police situation, you got a gun, a taser, pepper spray, a baton, and this person has nothing, but you fear for your life. You got 4 different weapons.
You heard me. And the secret gun, you plan on people.
Right, exactly. The one that you got in the car that you're like, yeah, this is the one we normally use. Oh man. Yeah, I'm. That's like tagline of this century.
Yeah,
you just continue to hear it. Continues to be a lame excuse. It's a lame excuse. Now, if that person has a gun and you have a gun, okay, I get it. Like that, I get it. But if you have everything and they have nothing, or you don't even know, because imagine if it was one of her kids was standing on the other side of that door, and they ended up getting
he was with her.
Right. And that could have been. So what led up to this is that they were outside, and the kid said, "I was outside playing on my iPad, and I left it there." And I guess she came and picked it up and took it in her house. And the mom was like, "We're not gonna do that. I paid for that. Definitely not a black mom. Okay, iPads, tablets." Costs a lot of money, all right? And black mom's not gonna be like, "Oh well, we'll just get another one now." We ain't getting another one. that ain't happening, Jack. We going over there right now. We about to iron this out. We about to get this situation handled.
No, we finna go get my money back. I'm gonna bust this old lady head.
Man.
Put your guard up.
Right.
Like Zab Judah, what do you call it? The 57th Street.
Hey, that Zab Judah clip, where man, when he was wobbling, that's like one of the best boxing memes of all
Did you hear
time.
what
I think that was the beginning of the end too.
Did you hear what Cedric's entertainer said? Dude hit Zab so hard he hit the ground, stood up real fast. He said, "Don't play with matches." And he got mad at Zab for that.
I mean, come on, man. People been talking about that since it happened.
Hey, learn how to fight, buddy.
Yeah, man. That's all over social media. That's his career. Even though it wasn't necessarily his career, but his career is wrapped up in that fighting would have went down.
Once you make a meme, that's your career. Michael Jordan is a crime punk.
Right. That's today's time. So June 2nd, the shooting happened. They end up taking her to jail. And then the next day, the privilege that we all talk about, the people don't like to hear, they don't want to agree with or whatever, she just goes back home. Not cuffed.
To the crib.
Goes back home, and they're gingerly walking her to the car, just sitting back there without cuffs on, and just got dropped back off at home like you was at the movie theaters and you was on a date and you got dropped back off. I mean, like, and one of the ladies said it. If this was one of us, we ain't getting out. There's no getting out. You're there until we say you leave, or you may never leave. So again, it just goes to the difference.
Nice. That's what it goes to.
Exactly. Yeah, it just goes to the double standards we've been seeing for so long. We just, that's what it is. And they knew, the family knew, and as soon as it happened, that's when they were pissed off, because like, you're not gonna just kill this lady and then just go home and think everything.
Get away with it, right?
Right.
And then they probably tore up my house. You think?
Yeah. And that wasn't from her kids. That was from the other neighbors in the neighborhood that was pissed off at what happened.
Yeah, man. The whole it's you almost never want to call the death of anyone heartwarming, but that was heartwarming to see them galvanize and rally around that lady. Shows you the type of wonderful person she was, and shows you what type of animal old girl was. I'm getting ready for next week. You ready?
Oh yeah.
Eddie, you are an animal.
So the stand your ground law, which has been subject to so many cases, and they have the stat at the end that said stand your ground laws have been linked to an 8 to 11% increase in homicide rates of roughly 700 additional deaths each year, with most of the deaths Black people by white.
Yeah.
And I know Florida, I don't know what all states, let me see if I can look it up, but I know Florida is one of those.
Illinois is one.
We've seen countless. Illinois is one too.
Mm-hmm.
But we've seen countless cases that have gone on. And even somebody said it in this, maybe it was the attorney, like, it's been misconstrued. It wasn't meant for it to be somebody stepped on my property, I can shoot him. Mm-hmm. That's not what the purpose of this was. But just like what we do, what we do best as people is that we twist it and turn it, and then it becomes a debate, and then it becomes something that's used to get people out of crimes that they committed. This was a crime. This was not a mistake. This was not she didn't meant to do it. And like the judge said, it was more of anger.
There.
Yeah. This was more anger than it was fear. She was mad.
Then Shorty Uwap walking around your crib. Like, man, get your ass out of here, lady. You supposed to hit up with a yo Cole. You stupid.
And she's getting interrogated, and they're like, "Okay, Susan, you gotta get up." She was like, "No, I'm not.
I'm not going home." They're gonna get.
You're gonna get up. You're gonna get up, Susan. Whether the easy way or the hard way.
Now you, what's the name in the Bible? What's the name, son? the one who Kane. Now you can't. Now you able. Am I my brother's keeper? No,
right.
no.
I just would have loved for them to put her in a WWF sleeper hold,
man.
But I would have loved for them to rough her up, just because you resisting arrest at this point now. At first you were cool because you were sitting down and able to talk about it, and then it became like, no, you got to get up. This is it. You on to jail. She was like, no, I'm not doing it. I can't do it. Like, no, you can do it. You will do it.
Out. By 8:30, you'll be knowing if you can deal with this or not.
Like, well, I'm not feeling well.
If you will.
Right. And it was funny. She was like, yeah, I'm not feeling well. And the detective was like, well, we got doctors and we got people back here that can take care of that for you. Don't worry about that, Susan. We got you.
I don't feel well. You're going to be sick as hell in the morning.
You're going to be sick as hell if you don't get up.
Right.
But, yeah, she's basically saying, I can't do this. I'm not going. I'm like, no, you're going, Susan. You're going.
That's just, man. That's and that's why you get to see a lot of people getting accosted by the police, because they're watching this on TV and they're seeing this lady say, "Oh no, you ain't arresting me. It's a misunderstanding."
Yeah. Yeah, and the officer wasn't playing. I was just waiting for him to pull her out of that chair and just put them cuffs on and be done with it. And then the note that she wrote, which was like a half-ass, it wasn't even an apology. It was just like
I don't think she meant none of that, man. She thought that was gonna help her go home.
Nah. This wasn't for you. This wasn't to help you. This was to the kids and what they're going through.
Man, that's
hey, that's why I'm not even watching the game, CJ. What's up, CJ? He said these trash ass Cowboys are some BS tonight.
How about them Cowboys?
That's why I'm not even watching the game, bro. I'm not wasting my hard-earned time on watching these bumps. All right. When they start playing well, let me know. Maybe I'll tune in. But I'm not wasting my time. I'm sure one of these guys probably had a hell of a night. All of them, really.
It's still time. You got the whole fourth. Oh, you got they got.
Yeah, they're down by 17.
17. That's two.
Yeah, they said Marvin Harrison Jr. was gonna have a career night. He got 7 for 96 on the touchdown.
Okay.
Come on.
I'll only sound foolish if I cheer for the Cowboys now. I'm
hey, this season is
like this. On me, hype me up. My boy needs to come to the Cowboys at the end of the third quarter.
Yeah, DeRon Bland is getting fried, cooked, filleted, skinned, boned, flambéed, all that. Hey man, don't waste your time, CJ. It ain't. This is not.
Hey, this is when they get CJ another $10,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
What
the? Hey, subscribe, plays by CJ. Do not play it at work unless you want to get fired. But CJ come with it every single episode, every single week. So, and Susan ends up getting 25 years, which I don't think was enough, and manslaughter.
Okay,
this was murder. Yeah, let's get into this. This was murder.
Okay, see, you charge a murder too. A lot of times they won't give you a ton of time. Murder one is 6. Probably go kill somebody. It's 8. Manslaughter pretty much get you a conviction, and you see they gave her a quarter.
Yeah, which I don't know how old she is, but she probably gonna.
Oh yeah, she probably be dead by Christmas.
Yeah. By Christmas.
Yeah, she ain't got a whole lot of birthdays in front of us. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah. So yeah, when I heard manslaughter, I'm like, I guess that was the best, like you just said, the best way for them to get her the maximum amount of time. And yeah, man, you gotta deal with that for the rest of your life. That you murdered
And
someone.
you saw she just started drinking soda.
Yeah. You got to deal with that, and you got to answer for that. That's the most important part. You got to answer for that.
Not when you wanted a wicked.
Right.
Iblis is your man. You just that was your initiation. She better hope nobody jump off the tongue bump.
Yeah, really. I'm like, oh, I don't know what that's gonna look like for her in there, because the age don't matter.
Yeah, they get
what she did. I don't know. They probably got to have her in the security.
Yeah, she in jail with the police.
They're watching. They escorting her to lunch and dinner and all of that. But before we kind of, what'd you say?
How's it going, Andy?
What's up, Knox? Before we kind of wrap things up, I do want to show a picture of Ajike Owens, just so we can definitely pay respect to her and what she. And shout out to her mom. Her mom was right there on the front line. Like, this is not okay. What's happened? And we need answers. We're not gonna just let you do what you want to do and just let her out and let her run around free. Like everything is all good. So let me pull up some photos here real quick. You just hate as a parent, and if you're a parent, you just hate for your you hate to see something like this. So that's Ajike Owens right there. Rest in peace to her. And then let me pull up a picture of her. This is her mother right here. And that was the sheriff right there in that town. And this is her getting arrested right there.
Yep.
And she was
defiant.
It was a piece of work. It was a piece of work. And then the man, dude, he, like I said, I still feeling some type of way, but he delivers. I'm not gonna deny that. But he seemed to be there, boy. If something go down, he is on the spot. And this is the director of the film right here.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to her putting this together, because this again, like we've been talking, this is a unique way of telling the story, because what they could have done is the traditional documentary. Had a camera on one side, the person on the other side. You just can interview people. You can show some footage of the area. But she was like, no. We're going to give you everything raw, uncut, just exactly like it happened. And there's no way to alter or to make this seem different than what it was. So I definitely appreciated that.
Indeed. With that being said, I give it a 4.
4? Okay.
I truly enjoyed it. As much as you can enjoy something like this, is well done.
Right. Yeah. Enjoy is like the wrong word.
Yeah.
I mean, it was
appreciated.
It was appreciated. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna give it a 5. I felt like it was well done. Well done. The work was put together, but obviously a sad ending. So that's about a 4.5. And I would definitely say you watch it if you haven't already. It was big on Netflix, and it's probably probably starting to kind of fizzle out, but it's still there. I would highly suggest you go watch it. All right, so coming up next week, we will be reviewing House of Dynamite, which I believe is number 1 on Netflix right now. So let's play this. Let's play this clip real quick, and then we'll come back.
I was Idris Elba, but that won't know.
Hey, is he the president?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay. Man,
he's another P word. He's another P word.
Hey, that looks Very gripping, riveting. So looking forward to that. Go check that out for next week. And then coming after that, Being Eddie, which will be coming out on the 12th, I believe. So that's right up our alley. Right, huh?
Cardinal Day.
Yeah.
That's what I said. Yeah.
But all right, y'all. What you got coming up on End of the Bench?
It's a secret. AKA I ain't wrote nothing out yet.
And plug showed us on Saturday.
B Trey podcast. B and Trey have an uncomfortable conversation in a comfortable setting. Tap in, tell a friend, tap in, play it. If you want us to talk about something, send it to us at the end of the bench at gmail.com. THAENDOFDABENCH.com.
All right, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Shout out to Rhonda Stokes for the thumbs up. Poetic, CJ, and Knox. Those of you watching on the replay, we appreciate it. And we are out of here. Peace.